Crew 11.
They came home in a medical evacuation. NASA not saying which crew member was affected. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
This cold isn't letting up anytime soon. Your radar is clear over downtown Indianapolis, and it's 18 degrees, but there's a stiff wind this morning, and it makes it feel like it's 2 degrees out there. Expect a high of 27. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02.
We're talking like today, highs in the mid-20s. Friday, highs in the mid to upper 30s. When we get into Saturday, we're back to highs in the mid-20s.
That's forecaster Earl Breon at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
Those wind chills are going to dip down into, zero or maybe below zero. So that's going to be the big thing. Make sure you're bundled up, protecting yourself from the wind, because the wind chill is going to be a bigger factor than the air temperature.
And Breon says the snow is in the forecast through Saturday. We're going to see light dustings every day up through Saturday, maybe even Sunday. Northern Indiana right now getting lake effect snow, and when that's all said and done, they could get up to 10 inches. The snow making roads slick Wednesday caused a chain reaction along the Indiana Toll Road. It started with 3 cars and ended with 30. Fortunately, nobody was killed. Gunshots fired on the south side of Indianapolis late last night, and a woman was killed. The shooting happened at a home near East Thompson Road and Madison Avenue. A man inside said a family member shot at him, but the bullet only hit his clothing. And the cops said if there's anybody else shot, they looked for somebody. They found the woman. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Affordability is the top priority for Indiana Governor Mike Braun. John Herrick reports on last night's State of the State address.
Braun says he'll be protecting Hoosiers from utility rate increases that don't make sense.
Affordability is why I support Representative Elena Schunkweiler's bill to hold investor-owned utilities accountable to provide affordable energy before they can increase their profit margin.
He says the state's official consumer advocate, Abby Gray, will not just give in to the utility companies. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers win streak is over. They lost to the Toronto Raptors 115-101. They were down by 27. They cut the lead to 4 with about 4 minutes left, but they couldn't muster enough energy to get it done. They play the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow at home. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together next on a Thursday morning. It's 6:04.
Hey, that Indy real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire real estate expert Mark Dito, the only real estate agent we trust here in Indy. It was time for Michael and Speedway to downsize. Met up with Mark Dito. They explained their amazing marketing plan. After just 3 days on the market, they accepted an offer $11,000 over asking price.
Mark Dito is the only real estate expert we trust and recommend on the Hammer and Nigel show, and it's the guarantee that separates Mark Dito from the competition. Mark Dito guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dito. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdeedle.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdeedle.com.
Yeah, I have reports of ice on the interstates right now, like 65, 70 over Market Street. Weather station reporting ice in that area, so watch out. Same thing with the Georgetown Road Bridge and I-65. That's some ice reported as well. And if it can be there, it can be anywhere. Any entrance ramps, off ramps, viaducts, bridges. Just be safe this morning. It is cold, which you'll hear about here. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $600 back on Samsung appliances exclusively at Grand Appliance during their new year. New appliance sale. Visit grandappliance.com for full details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, Tony. Good morning. It's a heavy dose of reality here. This morning, we are bitter cold and not a lot of improvement today. Partly cloudy skies, blustery throughout the day, a high of 26, but wind chills likely will be in the teens for much of the day. I do have another round of snow moving in late tonight, mainly after midnight. Could hang around for the morning drive tomorrow. only around an inch, but that's still going to be enough to slick things up. So do be aware of that for tomorrow morning. An overnight low of 22. Snow winds down by mid-morning tomorrow. We're mostly cloudy, a high of 37. Some scattered snow showers late Friday night brings another very cold rush of air for the weekend. Saturday, mostly cloudy, 25. Sunday, partly cloudy and highs only in the upper teens.
So you're making the argument that tomorrow morning it could be, to some degree, snowing.
I think so. Yeah, from what I've seen, I think it's going to start at midnight, pretty slow mover, but it may be closer to 7 or 8 before we're done with the snow. I think we're only going to get around an inch of accumulation, which obviously not much, but the timing is terrible, and so that could make for a pretty rough commute tomorrow morning.
All right, first of all, I don't know about this inch isn't enough. I'm not here to judge. Sometimes an inch makes all the difference. But I would say, what?
No, you're right.
I would say that I am not going to take the route that Governor Braun did and skimp out on not declaring that you don't have to go to work tomorrow. He should have said that there should be no school on Tuesday so everybody could watch the Hoosiers on Monday because it's fun. Why not do something that's fun? People are angry about it on social media. They're so ridiculous. I am officially declaring you don't have to go to work tomorrow. There's snow coming. You don't have to go to work tomorrow. You just stay home and listen to Tony Katz in the morning news and drink cocoa. The only person who has to go to work is producer Carl. Producer Carl has to go to work. Nobody else has to go to work.
Well, then let me just say right now, Tony, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Yeah, that is excellent. And for Mayor Joe Hogsett, just in case you didn't know it, that's not it. Oh, I'd ruined the thing. Oh, what a killer that was.
Hey, Mayor Joe! Mayor, we got snow coming. We need some salt on the roadways.
Yeah.
There it is.
Come on, Mayor Joe, let's do it.
Can't get away from that man.
Nah. like a bad penny or Pennywise or the Chupacabra. You can't get away from him.
Nope. Can't run away from it. No.
Bad Penny, Pennywise, Penny Marshall, Penny Lane, whatever that Big Bang Theory Penny, you can't get away from him. He's that kind of penny.
Get some salt on the roads.
Yep. Good talk.
We'll see you Monday.
Yep. That's Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. 18 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:09.
And we have some other little things to talk about. Maybe we'll start that first. Should I start that first? I think they're going to want me to. I have a feeling they're going to want me to. We have been notified, and pretty strongly, but we'll find out what that all means. But we've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions or executions. So I've been told that on good authority. We'll find out about it.
We will, because no one trusts the Iranian regime. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. The Iranians have told us that the executions have stopped. And then someone asked, I think it was Caitlin Collins over at CNN, how can you trust them? Well, that is indeed a dumb question. Because the answer should be you don't. But if they engage executions, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. It doesn't mean we're still not going to do X, Y, and Z, but this is what we have been told. If the president were to truly believe that the Iranian regime would all of a sudden see the light and stop executing people, considering they executed over 1,900 people in 2025 alone for so-called violations. If you believe them, you're nuts. But this is what they say. And we continue to move assets. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. We have got a carrier group. This is the USS Abraham Lincoln allegedly on the move right now out of the South China Sea and heading towards the Middle East. You have evacuations that are taking place. Air traffic has moved around Iran, and no air traffic is going over Iran, although it was rumored that multiple Chinese aircraft were heading to Tehran. Is this to evacuate the Ayatollah? Is this to bring them hardware or opportunity? Is this to, I don't know, grab some assets that maybe they had placed there and get them out of country? Don't have the answer. But these protests are happening apace. And they are having an effect, and people absolutely feel rattled by it. There's been talk that there are neighboring nations that don't want a bombing to occur. They may not get their wish. If they can apply the pressure to get the Ayatollah out and the mullah's gone, okay. But you're also going to have to crack the IRGC, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. You're going to have to crack them in half, give them no leadership, and end any money going their way so they scatter. If the people are the ones engaged in a regime change, well then, okay, go get them. Go get your lives. Well, Tony, what's the difference between the Iranian people and the people fighting ICE? Everything. Because the people who want the Ayatollah gone actually want a country. See what I did there? Yeah, you know I'm right. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Alex Brown. The Rush County Council discusses a food and beverage tax bill. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Nominations are now open for IBJ's annual 40 Under 40. Submit your nomination by January 26 at ibj.com/nominations.
What is the most important thing that'll help you maintain your same lifestyle in retirement? Here's the answer. It's income. That's going to help you maintain your same lifestyle in retirement. When you have a consistent and steady stream of income, it enables you to do all the things you want to do in retirement. Hey, what's going on? It's Hammer and Nigel. And you may not realize it, but there are strategies that could give you a 20% upfront bonus, a strong return that's averaged nearly 10% a year, and it's backed by one of the largest insurance companies in the world.
Think of it as creating your own personal pension. Learn more from the retirement guy that we trust, Bill Demery, right here in Indy. Call 317-805-4716. That's 317-805-4716. 317-805-4716, or visit yourretirementguy.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
What's happening, Tony? Getting reports of ice on I-65 near Georgetown Road on the bridge there. Also 6570 near Washington Street. If it's there, it could be anywhere. We had a sudden drop in temperature, so please watch those bridges and those ramps. Looking westbound, 70 going to the airport. That's about 9 minutes right now as you make your way from Meridian Street out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway to Mariplex. Please stay safe today. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $600 back on Samsung appliances exclusively at Grand Appliance during their New Year new appliance sale. Visit grandappliance.com for full details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 18 degrees, but it feels like 6. It is chilly out there. Be safe. Be bundled up. 6 degrees. Sorry, 18 degrees, really. In the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. 2026 marks our 99th year in business, and we are going to make it the best year yet, and we're starting out with a bang. Now through Monday, we guarantee you the lowest price on every sectional, recliner, mattress, sofas, and more, including Lazy Boy and Tempur-Pedic, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Folks, I know it's scary, and I know it's absurd that we all have to be defending law and order, justice, and humanity, while also caring for our families and trying to do our jobs. So tonight, let me say once again to Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, end this occupation. You've done enough.
Yeah, they're not done yet, though, Governor Walz. That's the whole point. Maybe if you'd be helpful, recognizing that there are American citizens, people lawfully in America, and then there are people who aren't. And we should be people who are about the law and a nation of laws. Like, for example, in your Minnesota, when people, I don't know, wanted to stand outside and you were sending, police or what was it, National Guard through, and they were shooting at people. How many people did you throw out of buildings or possibly arrest because they weren't wearing a mask? We're talking about people who are in the country illegally. Why can't you be down for putting an end to that? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. This is the argument. You're not down for that. Well, no, it's that ICE is causing problems. They're being attacked. If the problem is they're being attacked, I agree, they're causing a problem. No. A problem is being caused for them. Much better said, because that's accurate. And in Minneapolis last night, there was a shooting. What you will hear about is ICE shot someone else.
The Mayor Jacob Frey is now speaking. Let's listen.
Comments. I don't need to listen to Mayor Frey. I'll get to him in just a second. So this shooting takes place, and all you hear is ICE is involved in another shooting, and then people are going to gather and they're going to protest. Here's the story. ICE finds someone, whether they knew where they were or whatever, a worthy question. They find someone who is absolutely in the country illegally, as has been reported repeatedly. That's been the reporting. They came across somebody they knew was in the country illegally. ICE goes to apprehend them. The person, Venezuelan, attempts to evade arrest and then runs, but not before crashing his vehicle into a parked car. So this guy, evading arrest, how dare ICE go about arresting people in the country illegally, crashes into a car, so he's destroying property, and then he runs. The officer is able to track him down on foot, tackles him. They are now in a fight. 2 other people see this happening, come out of their home with a shovel and a broomstick and start attacking the ICE officer. The Venezuelan gets free and then also starts attacking the ICE officer. The ICE officer, having 3 people attacking him with shovels and broomsticks, fires at the Venezuelan, hitting him in the leg. The 3 men then retreat back into this house. ICE is then able to breach the house. They arrest all 3. The Venezuelan man is taken to a hospital. The ICE agent is taken to a hospital. Now, I ask you, who's causing the problem here? If the answer is ICE, the person who gave that answer doesn't believe in the America that we do, which is to say they don't believe in America. They don't believe in the rule of law. They believe in the rule of their emotions. They think that people here illegally are just fine. They're down with it. They are good with it. No issue to them. But there should be an issue. We simply cannot have a society where we say the law applies to this group and not to that group. You didn't want to wear a mask. You didn't want to get a vaccine. They were willing to take your livelihood, to ostracize you, literally put a scarlet letter upon you. You're here illegally. You are destroying property. You're running from the police. That guy is the hero. Those are people who are un-American. It's okay to say so. And yet it's Tim Walz who wants ICE to leave. Walz wants you, or, well, the people who are un-American, to be carrying their cell phones. Carry your cell phones and be prepared. You need to be creating a database of the atrocities. You heard me. Atrocities being carried out by ICE, in his view. Now, he did this live address yesterday, and it went just, it went horrifically. It was very, very, very bad. And the audio was doubled up, and a bunch of things went wrong. So if you ever think that you're having like a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, right? You've got the Somali fraud that has taken place under his watch, him looking the other way. You have his reactions to ICE and the supporting of just the most violent activities from so-called Americans on the streets. If you ever think that you're having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, just look at Tim Walz and remember, you know what? Your life is okay. You could be that guy. And that guy's life stinks. Will he resign? I don't know. I am putting that probably around the 30% mark. There's been a lot of talk that he would resign, that he's going to walk away from it all. I'm not 100% sure, but with commentaries like this.
Tonight, I want to share another way you can help. Witness. Help us establish a record of exactly what's happening in our communities. You have an absolute right to peacefully film ICE agents as they conduct these activities. So carry your phone with you at all times. And if you see these ICE agents in your neighborhood, take out that phone and hit record. Help us create a database of the atrocities against Minnesotans, not just to establish a record for posterity, but to bank evidence for future prosecution.
Okay. You do that. Body cameras have been the worst thing that the left ever wanted because it's shown the truth in so many places. Record it all. Let's see how so-called Americans act when the law is being applied. Oh, when ICE is out of bounds, we should prosecute them. You bet. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's going on, Matt?
Yeah, Tony, hearing about ICE around the Indianapolis metro area. Just reported a few minutes ago, US 31 is State Road 32 in Westfield. Watch out for ICE in that intersection there. And also ICE reported on 65 near Washington Street and 65 at Georgetown Road. If it's there, could be anywhere. Just have a safe morning commute. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, slow from Raymond up to the south split. And southbound 65 now stop and go traffic on the northwest side from 86th Street down to 79th. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Our response to the governor's State of the State.
Join us Thursday night until noon on 93 WIBC.
Tristan Fliss, IT support manager at Out of Door Academy, relies on applied innovation and paper cut software to manage his fleet of printers.
It has taken the stress of completely managing 30 to 35 copiers on a day-to-day basis off of the department that I work for and put it into the hands of technicians that really know the equipment and know how to troubleshoot and fix it in a timely and efficient manner.
Would you recommend applied innovation and paper cut?
Would I? 100%.
What would you tell other IT professionals about applied innovation?
That if they're looking for a company with great technology, great hardware, great customer service, and fast response time so that they don't have any downtime or little to no downtime, that Applied Innovation would be the company to look at.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband, and he lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend lost 20 pounds her first 2 months.
What are you waiting for? Lose the weight or stop smoking with Hypnosis, guaranteed only $59.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Hypnosis Thursday, January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss hypnosis 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking hypnosis 8 p.m. And Saturday, January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss hypnosis 11 a.m. Stop smoking hypnosis 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Your event isn't just a date on a calendar. It's a reputation. It's your reputation. It's a moment you can't get back. So why trust anybody else? Trust the most experienced at Nameless Catering. We are engineered for high-stakes weddings and massive corporate lunches. We rely on systems, not stock photos. We don't just deliver meals, we deliver peace of mind. We are Nameless Catering, Indianapolis's standard for service.
93 WIBC Mobile News, on the level, on the go.
An ICE agent is ambushed. Nothing on radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 17 degrees. It feels like it's 1 degree out there. We're only going up to 27 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. That is Minnesota last night, where a person attacked an ICE agent with a snow shovel. The agent in return shot the person in the leg.
DHS saying, quote, fearing for his life and safety as he was being ambushed by 3 individuals, the officer fired defensive shots to defend his life. The initial subject was shot in the leg. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said in a statement that state investigators were at the scene and that, quote, I know you're angry, I'm angry. What Donald Trump wants is violence in the streets, but Minnesota will remain an island of decency, of justice, of community, and of peace. Don't give him what he wants.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter reporting. The shooting comes after an ICE agent shot and killed a woman named Renee Good last week. President Trump meeting with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. at the White House today, even as U.S. policy toward Venezuela is still evolving. At his State of the State address on Wednesday night, Indiana Governor Mike Braun says affordability is his top priority.
We're going to grow our economy to help Hoosiers get better jobs. We need to make child care more affordable and available.
And he says he wants to see a program where businesses have some skin in the game to make child care less of a burden for you. City County Councilor Vop Osili running for mayor in 2027, a Democrat from the 12th District. Osili has served on the council for several terms and led it as the president until last year. He stepped down from the top role, but remains on the council. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. During a meeting of the Rush County Council Wednesday, Rushville Mayor Michael Pavey apologized for not communicating with county leaders before a bill was filed at the State House that would give Rush County the option to create a food and beverage tax of up to 1%. Council President Charlie Smith, who first learned of the bill when contacted last week by Inside Indiana Business, said he felt blindsided.
It's hard for me to sit here and be a leader of this council when we knew absolutely nothing about this. As long as I'm in this chair, and it has to do with fiscal. The phone needs to be picked up and said, are you guys willing to do this on board or not on board?
If the bill is approved, the tax would not be imposed automatically. The council would have to move it forward. The Indiana Railroad Company has announced Derek Wright is being promoted to president and CEO. Wright joined the Indianapolis-based railroad operator in 2022 as vice president of operations and mechanical. The University of Southern Indiana has received a $1 million gift to establish an endowed scholarship. The university says the gift from Larry Rutledge will provide scholarships in perpetuity for graduate students enrolled in the Family Nurse Practitioner or Acute Care Nurse Practitioner programs. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Fort Wayne-based healthcare system Parkview Health announced this week it is partnering with Boston-based nonprofit Undo Medical Debt to abolish $64 million in medical debt for more than 35,000 patients. Undo acquires debts belonging to individuals who are financially burdened. The organization says it has two criteria for debt relief. A person's medical debt must represent 5% or more of their current annual household income, and/or a person's current household income must be at or below 400% of the current federal poverty guidelines. Those who qualify for relief will be notified by mail beginning this week. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
All right, check it out, southbound 65 after West 86th Street. That is a stalled vehicle on the right shoulder that's backing us up to 86th Street. And I have ice reported on several ramps at several locations right now, so please be wary of that. It could be the entrance ramps, exit ramps, maybe bridges that you could encounter ice here this morning. It's awfully cold, so please allow a couple of extra minutes as you head in this morning. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
18 degrees, but it feels much colder than that in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:35. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony, good morning. The Indiana Pacers trailed the Toronto Raptors by as many as 27 points last night. They fought back to cut the lead to 4 with under 5 minutes left, but fell short, losing 115-101. Head coach Rick Carlisle's team is 0-3 against the Toronto Raptors this season.
Toronto's a very physical team. They're a hard matchup. They're as physical as any team that we've seen this year. And even without some of their guys, they may even be a little more physical with this group that was out there tonight. Give them credit.
Pacers 3-game win streak, a thing of the past now. They play the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow. 5th-ranked Purdue trailed Iowa in the second half, but came back to win 79-72 and stay undefeated in Big Ten play. Boilers head coach Matt Painter.
When you face great teams or great systems, you got to be able to beat them at their game sometimes. Sometimes because now if you want to push it and shoot quick and do that, whatever, you're scoring the basketball, good for you. But if you're not, you're feeding right into their hands.
Braden Smith was a beast down the stretch. He scored 16 points. Purdue plays USC on Saturday. Butler lost to Xavier 89-75. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed, or your money back. No matter how many times you've failed in the past, this hypnosis is guaranteed to work.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think about desserts like I used to.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I've lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful.
And I would just say go for it.
What are you waiting for? Lose the weight or stop smoking guaranteed. Only $59.99. Hypnosis to destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Hypnosis Thursday, January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss hypnosis 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking hypnosis at 8 p.m. Or Saturday, January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss hypnosis 11 a.m. Stop smoking hypnosis 2 p.m. Registration 30 minutes before. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com.
We have the best technicians in the business here at Family. They'll take care of you every time. 317-577-8077.
Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
So according to Governor Mike Braun, affordability is the top priority. Also, the Chicago Bears. All right, I don't know if he's calling it the top priority. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. State of the State yesterday from Governor Braun. He didn't take too much time. It wasn't long. It wasn't drawn out. And for Braun, I would argue that the delivery was higher energy than I've seen from the man. Thought that was interesting. It was just a little more upbeat, spring in the step. He was effusive in his praise of Katie Jenner, Secretary of Education, and what you did in the last administration, what you did in this administration, just great, 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 great. Keep up the good work. That was a lot. There was a lot of high praise there. If I were to read to you the statements from the Republicans, and then read to you the statements from the Democrats about how they viewed the speech, it's nothing that you wouldn't already know. This is Phil Giaquinta, the leader of the Democrats in the House. House Democrats agree with Governor Braun that Hoosiers are no better off than they were a year ago, and that's thanks to him and the Braun supermajority. It was the Holcomb supermajority. It was the Pence supermajority, and then it was the Daniels. Well, did Daniels have the supermajority? You get the point. Don't actually talk about things, just use the same kind of name calling that Hakeem Jeffries does. How's that working out for you, Representative Giaquinta? Is this helping Hoosiers at all? Even if you have an argument, you throw it away with nonsense like this. If State House wanted to lower costs, they would have already done that. They've been in charge for the past 20 years. Thank goodness. I don't think that a commentary on issues like utility rates and others is partisan. I think there's a serious issue there. I think that the speech focused on the idea of what things cost what, holding the line of utility price hikes, putting the consumer advocate, on notice that we have to handle this. The first time a request came to her asking for a rate increase, she responded with a recommendation for a decrease. That's what I like to see. Okay. Now the question is, are we getting the decreases? Did the increases come some other way? Something to keep an eye on for sure. And then it was about jobs. Braun saying that 2 years ago, and the story's at WIBC.com, we were spending an average of $46,000 to bring a job to Indiana. Now we're spending a fraction of that, only $15,000 per new job. The average wage for those jobs is up 10%, an increase of $7,500 a year. I think the question, Governor Braun, would be, what kind of jobs are we bringing? What kind of jobs are we bringing? Are we hitting all of the sectors? Are we bringing investment along with the jobs? I get the argument regarding the IEDC and Elevate Ventures, and these are conversations I've had with people, and I have taken in data, I have processed it, I have pushed back in great places. Should we be having this entity spending our money on picking winners and losers? Or do we want to be able to say we could utilize an incubator for investment to bring capital here, venture capital here, and create growth? If the IEDC is out there about attracting business, I'm all in. If it's about choosing what investments and what businesses to invest in, I'm less all in. But what businesses are we going after, Governor Braun? Because you may tout that we're spending less to attract a job. I think the question is, what jobs? What industries? What industries do they beget? What opportunities do they create for us? If we're doing this in a vacuum, big mistake. Huge mistake. We shouldn't be doing this in a vacuum at all, by any stretch. And then it was the governor saying that AI is the future, but you can't stick Hoosiers with the power bill for these data centers or these other things. This is correct. We should not be the anti-data center state. If we're going to bring them, the power conversation has to be solved by them, not by us. As a matter of fact, we should require them to provide power to the citizens. Why not? And if we're not going to take data centers, which I'm fine with, well, let's pick something else we do take. But right now, I would argue we're still in this place of not wanting to grow. That is a mistake. Oh, we're just going to grow in this tiny little way, this small way, this very simple way. Yeah, I'll push back on that. Braun's State of the State, uneventful, except for the Bears. And, of course, whether or not we get Tuesday off from school. I'll get into that coming up. Right now, Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Leave all of the 2025 dirt behind and start the new year with Zero Res. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, and hard surfaces, your whole home can be Zero Resified, including your air ducts. With a 4.9 Google rating and over 5,100 reviews, Zero Res is the trusted choice. So start the new year with 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119, plus a free hallway, and take 15% off regularly priced services when you mention the WIBC special. 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Traffic on the 5s. What's going on?
All right, we are checking I-65 right now near Georgetown Road, and ice reported on the bridge over Georgetown Road. If it's there, it could be anywhere. Really watch the ramps here today. I'm looking at southbound 65 approaching 79th, and that's a stall on the right shoulder. Has a slow back to 86th Street, but once you pass 79th, you're good to go. Also, ice reported US 31 at State Road 32. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Someone in the chat room was commenting on me talking about Braun, and it looked to me as I watched the speech that he had energy. And they're like, are you watching the same speech? It was totally boring. Hey, Braun energy may not be your energy, but for him, it looked like he had some energy. What do you want from me? 18 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
You're tired of your house being uncomfortably cold and paying those high electric and oil bills to keep the heat on is shockingly expensive this time of year. You'd love to have new windows, but you don't want to pay a fortune for them. Well, January is a great time of year to replace your windows thanks to Window Nation. Over the last 20 years, they've installed over 3 million energy-efficient windows and helped tens of thousands of homeowners keep their homes comfy and cozy year-round while also saving them money on monthly utility bills thanks to new windows.
And right now, they're more affordable during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows for Free sale. So it's a great time to replace all the windows in your home. Plus, you could get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. If you're feeling cold drafts from your windows, it's time for new windows. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 sale going on right now. Visit windownation.com to get started.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Step into the spotlight with Dancing with the Stars. Catch the live show at Old National Center Wednesday, February 25th. Reserve your seats and tickets today at WIBC.com.
Just because something is popular doesn't make it a good idea. And I saw that over there at CNN, Harry Enton was all about President Trump's push to cap rates on credit cards. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Where I had it. Oh, did I do it twice? I see what I did. I copy and pasted the wrong thing. He was talking about, I'll find it for you, about the rate caps that President Trump is discussing and how he wants to have credit card companies cap interest rate at 10% for the next year. That's what President Trump wants the credit card companies to do. This was Harry Enton, the numbers guy, polling guy over at CNN.
It is generating a ton of interest, John Berman. I mean, just take a look here. Google searches for credit card rate cap up 3,200% versus a year ago, up like a rocket. And every single poll that I have looked at, it's an extremely popular policy. And therefore, I'm not sure about the policy, but it is great at this point. Great politics. Yeah.
No, it's not. That something is popular doesn't make it right, doesn't make it good, doesn't make it smart. It's a bad idea all the way around. It has zero conservative policy and principle to it. It is outrageously populist, which is why Trump put it forward. And if government can dictate these things, what can't government dictate? This is absolute power. And I know this because Elizabeth Warren loves this stuff. The end. The end. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, they love this stuff. The credit card companies are predatory. If you think I'm going to be in the business of defending a credit card company, you're out of your head. That's their job. That ain't my job. The interest rates are the interest rates. You're using the credit or you are not. There has to be a personal responsibility conversation within. There has to be. If you're utilizing a credit card, do you not know that there's interest that comes with this? If you don't pay it off at the end of the month, don't you know that you're going to have payments? Now, this is the kind of stuff that I believe that needs to be addressed in elementary school, middle school, and high school. We need to bring back home ec. People need to understand these things, like they need to understand the power of investing over the long term and compounding things like this. It's extremely important. We need economic literacy. One could argue that what the credit card companies are doing and things that we have long taken a look at, for example, let's say car dealers, etc., is the idea of being predatory. That we don't allow that. Someone applies for the credit card, knows the interest rate, they then utilize the credit card, they then don't pay the full balance on the credit card, they end up making minimum payments for X number of years while they continue to put more on the credit card because they're not spending within their means. Now, there are moments where an emergency comes and that's why the credit card is used. I get that. I absolutely get that. And I didn't say that there isn't a cost to doing so. But if we're going to say, as the president is, well, we'll put a cap on it of 10%. My question to President Trump, who I voted for 3 times, is why 10%? Why do you hate Americans so much? 2%. Oh, Tony, don't be ridiculous. 10% is an arbitrary number. I said 2%. I'm Tony Katz, and I'm asking for your vote. My deal is better than Trump's deal by about 5 times. 2% is way better than 10%. Why are we screwing around? This is why I oppose all of these things. Government isn't setting a standard based on some level of decency. It is totally arbitrary because 10% isn't decent and 2% is. Well, who decides? I decided in that case, and they decided 10%. And how in the world could Elizabeth Warren decide anything like this? She's not decent. Well, Tony, you can't say that. I did. She'll say somebody else isn't decent. They'll say somebody else's mother isn't decent. Government should not be involved in this business. And so that it is popular in great politics, that's a bad sign. That is a serious, serious issue. Now, I'm not down with this in the slightest. I also am not 100% sure if it can actually take place. I don't know how that moves. I do know that the president spoke to Elizabeth Warren, the senator from Massachusetts or wherever her native tribe is from, and they talked about it, amongst other things. Bad stuff, kids. Bad stuff. We're watching what's going on with Iran. We have a carrier group making its way to the Middle East. The Iranian regime has said they will stop executing people. I, for one, don't believe them. But when the president is asked, he's like, well, this is what they tell me. What else is the man going to say? The carrier group is still heading that way. And when it comes to Venezuela, President Trump decided to give some praise to the vice president of Venezuela, which is, well, nutty, because the vice president of Venezuela is just as bad as Maduro because the regime is all like-minded. This is a great example of it's not what the president says, it's what he does. Saying things like, oh, she's wonderful, oh, she's been great. That's just how he talks. You got to know the difference by now. We'll get into that coming up. Matt Baer has traffic.
All right, Tony, checking out southbound 6570. It's not bad right now as you make your way through downtown. Continuing on westbound 70 to the airport. No problems right now. As a matter of fact, 9-minute trip. Hopefully you won't get any ice. We do have ice reported on some of the bridges and overpasses, and if it's there, it can be anywhere, so please take caution when you make your way to work here this morning. Also, check it out, eastbound 70 into downtown. No problems from Harding into the South Split. I'm Matt Baer on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Xfinity is the network you can rely on. Like a close friend who will give it to you straight. The friend who will tell you that new haircut, it's not great. Friends make sure friends get good haircuts. And Xfinity makes sure you get a good deal on Wi-Fi. Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. Now through February 1st, Get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and unlimited data included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
Hey Hoosier fans, this is your head coach, Kurt Signetti. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I highly recommend the exclusive partner of IU Athletics, True Blood Real Estate. They're an Indiana-owned company with beautiful offices across the state. True Blood is a tech-driven company that provides their clients with a winning game plan, which is exactly why they are our exclusive partner. If you're looking to buy or sell, call True Blood Real Estate. Go IU.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here with an offer that's not blowing smoke. My friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling want you to stay safe and warm this winter and have an offer for just that. Hope will give you up to $1,500 for your old furnace for a full replacement system installation. So if your furnace is on the fritz, now's the time to take advantage before it's too late. Call Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. That's 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
Coming up in 2 minutes, he's already dedicated a lot of his life to public service. Now he wants to be in charge of Indianapolis. I'll tell you who next. Bitterly cold temperatures. When will they go away? What forecasters are saying. And your governor says he has a plan for data centers. After Fox News from the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis on a Thursday morning. It's 7 o'clock.
The protests get even angrier in Minneapolis. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. After another ICE-involved shooting last night, and the demonstrations got so unruly, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry, who has urged ICE to get the bleep out of his city, said,
"Anyone that is taking the bait tonight, stop. That is not helpful. Go home."
Protesters were calling law enforcement murderers and shouting at officers to kill themselves. DHS says this all began when officers were conducting a targeted traffic stop of an illegal migrant from Venezuela who tried to escape, crashed his car, and then ran. Federal officials at one point say 2 other people ganged up on officers. DHS writing, as the officer was being ambushed and attacked by the 2 individuals, the original subject got loose and began striking the officer with a shovel or broomstick.
And Fox's Matt Finn in Minneapolis reports that's when the officer shot the immigrant in the leg a week after the deadly shooting that left Renee Good dead. After a deadly crackdown on protests in Iran prompted President Trump to warn he could take action, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi tells Fox's Brett Baer,
diplomacy is much better than war. But it is up to the U.S. president to decide.
President Trump says he's been told that Iran stopped the killings and plans for executions. Today, the president will meet with Nobel Peace Prize-winning Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, as the president keeps insisting the U.S. must take control of Greenland for national security.
We therefore still have a fundamental disagreement, but we also agree to disagree.
Denmark Foreign Minister Lars Rasmussen, after he and his counterpart from Greenland, which is a Danish territory, reiterated they don't want U.S. control at a meeting with Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. A first in space. A medical evacuation that splashed down in the Pacific a few hours ago cut short a mission to the International Space Station. One of the crew members needs medical care. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Flurries, falling temps, and wind chills in the single digits. Downtown Indianapolis has clear skies right now, but a strong wind out of the northwest making it feel like it's 2 degrees outside when it's actually 18. We're going up to 27. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. The wind and the wind chill are making it tough to stay outside even briefly. Wind chills will continue to drop below 0 over the next few days.
But as far as the air temperature goes, over the weekend into next week, we're really not looking for relief, so to speak, until mid next week. Next Wednesday, we're looking for highs to get back up around 30.
Forecaster Earl Breon at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says snow is in the forecast through Saturday. Right now, northern Indiana is getting lake effect snow that, when it's all said and done, could pile up to 10 inches or more. The former president of the Indianapolis City County Council is announcing a run for mayor.
I'm Bob Osley. I'm running for mayor, and I'm asking you to draw that future with me.
In a video pushed out to social media just an hour ago, Osley says that he'll seek that office in 27. He's a Democrat. He has served on the City County Council for the last 14 years, including 8 as the council president. A late-night card game at a home near East 42nd and Forest Manor Avenue on Indy's east side last night turned dangerous when a gun accidentally went off. Someone had set the gun on the table before taking it out of their purse, and it fired, hitting one of the players, but that person is still alive. Gunshots fired on the south side of Indy last night, and a woman is dead. The shooting happened at a home near East Thompson Road and Madison Avenue. The man inside said that a family member shot at him, but that bullet grazed him. When the cops got there, they said there was somebody else shot. That's when they found the woman. She died at the scene. Data centers were a topic of conversation at Indiana Governor Mike Braun's State of the State address Wednesday night. Here's John Herrick.
Braun believes that AI is going to be the key to the jobs of the future, but he says data centers can't stick Hoosiers with the power bill. And you can look no further on that than Amazon.
Amazon, for example, is building a $15 billion data center in northwest Indiana. They're going to pay for every cent of that new power. They're willing to do it, and then some.
He says if other companies follow this model, then Indiana will lead the country in the AI race, and your electricity rates will go down. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The top-ranked IU football team getting ready for its national title opportunity showdown against Miami in Miami Monday night. Center Pat Coogan.
They are very physical, very violent. They're special players, especially on the outside, and it's not like their interior drops off at all either. Just all across the board, really talented players.
Coogan played at Notre Dame last year. He's probably glad he's with IU. They're undefeated, looking to end the season 16-0. Monday's kickoff at 7:30. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear. What's up?
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at southbound 65 on the northwest side, it is a breakdown after 86th Street on the right shoulder. No delay here at the moment. Ice reported across the metro area, like 65 70 over Washington Street and 65 over Georgetown Road. If you have ice there, ice could be anywhere. Really watch those entrance ramps today, not to mention off ramps as you head off the interstate. Westbound 70 from downtown looking good out to the airport. 9 minutes right now. Meridian Street to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway and Ameriplex. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $600 back on Samsung appliances exclusively at Grand Appliance during their new year new appliance sale. Visit grandappliance.com for full details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. It is cold this morning, and we just had our wind chill values fall below zero. So chilly conditions this morning and into the afternoon. Look for partly cloudy skies. Highs only about 26. That's about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. And it is going to be breezy throughout the day, making those feels-like temperatures into the teens. Some more light snow showers develop later tonight. Could get up to an inch of accumulation expected, so a messy Friday morning commute is possible with snow on the roadways. Look for mostly cloudy skies on Friday, some scattered light snow showers on and off throughout the day. A little bit warmer, near normal, 37, and then really cold of the weekend, 20 Saturday, in the upper teens on Sunday.
So I spoke about this with Marcus Bailey earlier, and we joked around about what could come tomorrow, but this is now seems to be a little more in the certainty that that snow, which it might not be large in its accumulation,
right,
is going to lead us to a problem tomorrow. You're seeing that the snow is absolutely coming in the morning commute.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to see that snow develop later tonight. And it will likely still be snowing for the first part of the morning commute. So impacts will likely be high because we will see some snow on the ground. Winds are still going to be pretty breezy at the time, too. So that may blow and drift some of the snow. So give yourself some extra time early tomorrow morning because we could see some slick spots. Again, not going to get a lot of snow, but we've learned in the past it doesn't take a lot of snow to create problems. And
in addition to that, we have a high today of 27, so we're sub-freezing. Is the concern that the ice we already have, the snow would rest on top of it? Is the concern that the snow becomes the ice? Which way do we look at this?
I think that I think we could go either way. I mean, I think that heading into your Friday morning, you're going to see some roadways a bit slick because of the snow on the ground, and we could see some of that refreezing. I mean, we're not really going to get above freezing at all today or tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, we will get above freezing, but I mean, buckle up. It's going to be cold for the next several days.
Get ready, everybody. Be prepared for tomorrow and giving yourself plenty of time and slow and easy. And Matt Bear will have it all for you. He will get you in to work. He knows which way to go and how to get there. We'll have it all for you. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you taking the time. Meteorologist. I got to pronounce that a little better. Thank you, Tara. 17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:09. So yes, in the State of the State address, there was a lot of talk about the Bears. The Chicago Bears coming to Indiana. I'm not interested in the typical claptrap, oh, we're not focused on the important things. Ask Hammond and Gary whether or not this is important to them. The idea of this, what this investment means, what this opportunity means for the area. This fundamental flaw of we can only talk about property taxes, or we can only talk about education. No, we have to be talking about all the things. All of them. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Great to be with you. I'm saying that the property tax conversation, which, yes, we got hosed. If you listen to these people, if you believe them, the argument is, yes, that first year, no one was happy. It gets better over time, and this year and subsequent years, you start seeing results of what's going on with the homestead, etc. And you will start seeing it. Well, I don't know what to say except show me. But it is very clear and very obvious that on a messaging side, absolute failure from the General Assembly and a total capitulation on property taxes to towns and municipalities saying, well, we won't be able to provide services. You got to be able to engage this fight for the people, and you got to be willing to look at some of these towns and say, too bad for you. Don't threaten anybody. What's wrong with you? You got to know how to apply that pressure. You want us to believe you, General Assembly. Where were you for us? I think that is a legitimate argument and conversation. It does not stop other things from happening. The world is spinning, kitten. We're moving forward here. You got to be able to do multiple things at a time. No one is suggesting that Hoosiers build the stadium for the Bears because they're having issues with Illinois, and they're like, no, we're not going to pay attention to a stadium this year. The Bears have said they'll build the stadium. Our conversation is an infrastructure one. Off-ramps and a host of roads and things like that could bring an anchor tenant and that you could build an entire world around? Are we kidding ourselves that we're not interested? That's maddening. Do you know what a story that tells for Indiana? Why would you ever live in Illinois? We're where it's at. Yes, I don't want to bring Illinois politics here either. Mayor Brandon Johnson is awful. J.B. Pritzker, terrible. How can you become a billionaire and be so daft? Drives me crazy. Neither here nor there. I don't want their politics. I don't want any of their Cook County crap. Not a chance. Do I want the Bears organization to recognize we came to Indiana and we saved millions of dollars in taxes? And Bears players to say, my gosh, I get to keep so much more of my income. I want that story. I want it for Hammonds, and I want it for Gary. I want it for Lake County. Hell yeah. We can do two things at once. And I find it very odd and super ugly that we have people out there on the right and the left being like, no, we can't have that. We can't have that. We can't, no. We can only do this one thing. We're not children. We can do more than one thing at a time. And we should. And you might think, well, they're not focused on my thing. If I were you, I would get louder with your elected official. I'd start organizing more. I'd start pushing their focus more. These people are sometimes squirrels. Get on them. I do. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hey guys, it's Rob for Wheat Grow Hair Indy. You know, champions just don't show up. They pick the right team to get the best results. And when it comes to restoring your hair, We Grow Hair Indy is that team. You know, 5 years ago, I made the choice to head over to We Grow Hair Indy, and every time I look in the mirror, I'm so glad I did. You know, guys at the top of their game, radio personalities, coaches, and well-known athletes have all trusted We Grow Hair Indy to restore their hair. Why? Because their results are permanent, natural, and speak for themselves. Here's what you do. You call today, 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Schedule a totally free, no-hassle, no-obligation consultation. Darren and the gang, the fine folks at We Grow Hair Indy, will take a look at what's going on top of your head and make some suggestions on how you can get your hair and your confidence back. Then it's up to you. In the meantime, see some other folks who have made the choice to get their confidence back by heading over to WeGrowHairIndy.com. 317-522-2995, 317-522-2995.
Stay warm and cozy all winter long with a Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing tune-up. Seasonal wear and tear can take its toll on your furnace. Schedule now. Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, where coming home never felt so good.
Traffic on the 5s and Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony, checking out northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic after South Keystone Avenue into the South Split. That is a construction zone. And a stall on the northwest side. That's southbound 65 after West 86th Street. It's on the right shoulder, causing a bit of a slowdown. North side, eastbound 465, slow Ditch Road over 231. And inbound 69, stop-and-go traffic after 106th Street down to 465. Ice reported on 6570 over Washington Street. If it's there, it could be anywhere. It is cool downside. Please be careful on your way to work this morning. Traffic sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Your favorite songs shouldn't have to wait for Wi-Fi. Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Here are just a few hot buys going on in January. Lift chairs starting at $5.99. Lazy Boy recliners starting at $4.99. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses, $71 per month. Smith Brothers sofas, $18.99. Up to 25% off all outdoor furniture. Reclining sofas starting at $6.99. Sale ends Monday. Free delivery. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
If the new year means it's time for new flooring in your home, Brothers Floor Covering is ready to help. Brand new carpet, hardwoods, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank in stock now. Plus, Brothers Floor Covering can get you new flooring installed in as little as 2 weeks. Visit Brothers Floor Covering today at their new location, 8550 North Michigan Road. Discover why buying local means getting more, not paying more. Get the flooring of your dreams installed now. Go to brothers-floorcovering.com. That's brothers-floorcovering.com.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment. Brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. Inside your four walls, you call Booher, that kitchen, that bathroom, that basement, and yes, you can have the kitchen that you wanted. You can have the kitchen that you needed, that you need. You went through a whole holiday season, and you're like, no, I can't cook like this. No, I can't entertain like this. No, can't have it. Got to make a change. And you're not moving, which makes perfect sense. Booher is there to help. Their 5-step design process starts with that initial consultation. That's where you start to get an idea of, okay, here's what I'm looking for. And you start realizing that Booher understands you. They have been here before. They have the experience. They can help you with that. You have this idea. Wait, do you mean this? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. But with this and with that. And Booher's like, cool, let's see how we put that together. Let's see how we make this work for you, work for your family. Let's see how this fits in with the rest of your home. They are the people to trust with your home renovation. The best materials and the most skilled craftsmen in central Indiana, and they guide you through the process. They stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Booher Remodeling. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. Talk to Booher today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is so much more. Give you a couple things today. Just an idea of where we're at as we discuss what's going on with ICE. Immigration's Customs Enforcement, of course. There was a shooting that took place yesterday. If you read the New York Times, ICE is just indiscriminately shooting at the people of Minneapolis. No, ICE was engaged with a suspect who is here illegally from Venezuela. The suspect tried to flee and drove their car into somebody else's car, then got out of the car and ran. ICE was able to track them down, tackle them. The guy got into a fight with the ICE agent. Two men got out of their house with a shovel and a broomstick and started beating the ICE agent. The Venezuelan man, who is the suspect, is able to escape the ICE agent's grasp and starts beating the ICE agent as well. The ICE agent then shot the man who was the suspect. They all three fled into the house, and that's when ICE was able to breach the house and arrest everybody. The agent and the suspect are in the hospital. That's the story. That isn't how the New York Times tells the story. Everyone in the mainstream media is involved in a gross gaslighting. Gross gaslighting. And people like Mayor Jacob Frey say the problem is ICE doesn't share your values. What values are those?
Imagine if that city or that town was suddenly invaded by thousands of federal agents that do not share the values that you hold dear. Imagine if your daily routines were disrupted. The local cafe that you eat at was shut down because they're scared that their own family might get torn apart. Imagine if schools shut down and suddenly parents got to figure out what to do for daycare.
We did that during COVID. Where were you? What argument is this? Your city invaded by thousands of federal agents who do not share your values. The value of respecting the law? Of following the law? What value do you support, Mayor Frey? You pseudo tough. It's always with this tough guy thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just how he presents himself and how I'm taking it. But what values are you supporting? But you're towing that line. I get it. This is where the Democratic Party is, which is why John Fetterman he will never be elected senator again. He's in favor of taking out the Iranian regime or the people taking out the Iranian regime. He's supportive of Israel. And now
border, and it was skyrocketing, and it's like, that's unsustainable. When you reach almost 300,000 people, that's unsustainable. And we need to, as a Democrat, It shouldn't be unreasonable to want to secure our border and do it in that way. And now let's also talk about ICE. Now, absolutely, again, what happened in Minneapolis was absolutely tragic. And then now, if you think, now this is from the Washington Post, this is the latest statistics. These are people that ICE now are, it's like now, 67% have criminal charges, pending ones, or that. So that's more than 2/3. The people now there are some people that aren't involved in any kinds of illegal things, but so me, I think two things can be true. Round up all the criminals, deport them. They shouldn't have ever been here, and they definitely have to go. And now I don't want to see more and more things happening in Minneapolis now too. So
now, two things are true in this statement. The stroke, he's not 100% back from in terms of the flowing of the speech. But he's no longer reading off of a monitor. He can at least put together a thought, even if the speech isn't there. He never should have had to serve. I think that he was pushed into it when he clearly wasn't capable of doing it. I'll never back away from that. He has shown himself not to be a conservative, but he has shown himself on subjects willing to say, I don't care about re-election. Here's where we're at. Of course, the people that ICE is engaged with are people who are engaged, starting with the criminality being in the country illegally, and then issues that they have caused and created through illegal activity. Why is that not one of our values, Mayor Jacob Frey? It seems that John Fetterman is closer to understanding those values and understanding them than the mayor of Minneapolis. You understand that they are going to throw the kitchen sink at Fetterman to make sure he loses a primary. What Democrats are going to do to him in a primary in Pennsylvania is beyond comprehension. It's going to be brutal. I don't know if it'll reach Sarah Palin levels. but it ain't going to be pretty. They hate him for this. Hate him for the support of Israel. Hate him for believing that there should be the end of the Ayatollah and the mullahs in Iran. Hate. So I go back to Jacob Frey, the mayor of Minneapolis' comments about our values. And I put forth to you that he doesn't support our values, the mayor of Minneapolis, nor the people attacking ICE, nor the vast majority of the Democratic Party, and certainly their leadership. And I know this because guys in the Democratic Party who make sense, who are engaged in an honest, rational conversation, like John Fetterman, are going to get pushed out. They're going to get ripped apart in a primary. But make no mistake, Fetterman is not a conservative. I have heard him on trans rights and a host of things. Nope. We just happen to agree on these things, which surprisingly, there are leftists out there who don't, because they don't see America like we do. They don't like us. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Looking at northbound of 465 on the northwest side, it is slow 86th Street up to 865. Then a crash on the north side. Eastbound 465 approaching 31 Meridian. Has a slow back to Ditch Road. South side northbound 65, stop and go traffic. Edgewood Avenue to 465. It's construction. Then construction gets us again after Keystone Avenue up to the south split. Watch out for ice. It is reported on 6570 Washington and 65 at Georgetown Road. If it's there, could be anywhere. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Our response to the governor's State of the State.
Join us Thursday night until noon on 93 WIBC.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
What is the most important thing that'll help you maintain your same lifestyle in retirement? Here's the answer. It's income. That's going to help you maintain your same lifestyle in retirement. When you have a consistent and steady stream of income, it enables you to do all the things you want to do in retirement. Hey, what's going on? It's Hammer and Nigel. And you may not realize it, but there are strategies that could give you a 20% upfront bonus, a strong return that's averaged nearly 10% a year, and it's backed by one of the largest insurance companies in the world.
Think of it as creating your own personal pension. Learn more from the retirement guy that we trust, Bill Demery, right here in Indy. Call 317-805-4716. That's 317-805-4716. 317-805-4716 or visit yourretirementguy.com.
Leave all of the 2025 dirt behind and start the new year with Zero Res. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, and hard surfaces, your whole home can be zero-resified, including your air ducts. With a 4.9 Google rating and over 5,100 reviews, Zero Res is the trusted choice. So start the new year with 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119, plus a free hallway, and take 15% off regularly priced services when you mention the WIBC special. 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss at 5:30 p.m., stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m., stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Coming up on the Hammer and Nigel Show, Rob Kendall going off the rails, lots of laughs, lots of fun. Starts at 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
Did you get a heating and air conditioning quote that you're just not sure of? Give us a call for a free second opinion.
317-577-8077 for Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
Our response to the governor's State of the State.
Join us Thursday night until noon on 93 WIBC.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Fireworks, flashbangs, and a gunshot in a Midwestern city. Downtown Indianapolis has clear skies, 18 degrees right now, but a strong wind out of the northwest, making it feel closer to 2 degrees. We're going up to 27. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 7:31. There was another ICE-involved shooting in Minneapolis last night.
The mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, talking, this time saying ICE, get out of our city. We're at 2 shootings involving ICE in a week. This is what we know. They say federal law enforcement was working a targeted operation here in the city of Minneapolis. They go and try to get a Venezuelan man who they say was in the country illegally. They say he doesn't stop the car. 2 other guys are in there with them. They crash. They get out. And then, according to DHS and according to the police chief, they did confirm that there was a physical altercation where federal agents were assaulted. Then some shots were fired. The Venezuelan man who's in the country illegally, according to ICE with a rap sheet, is hit in the leg, expected to be okay.
Fox's Alexis McAdams in Minneapolis this morning. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is asking people to stay calm and peaceful during the immigration raids, but it's not working, while both the Minneapolis police chief and mayor are urging the same thing.
Armed, masked, undertrained ICE agents are going door to door, ordering people to point out where their neighbors of color live. They're pulling over people indiscriminately, including U.S. citizens, and demanding to see their papers.
And that primetime address by Walz last night drew the ire of the White House, who poked fun at Walz's primetime speech, which ran into technical issues, and told Minnesota governor he should just resign. The former president of the Indianapolis City County Council is announcing a run for mayor.
In the past, and even now, some have used lines to divide us. But if we draw them with people in mind, they can connect every neighborhood to opportunity.
And that is part of Vop Osili's social media post on Thursday. His announcement, he says he'll seek the office in 27. He's a Democrat who served on the City County Council for a long time and who ran as the council president for 8 years, served as the council president for 8 years. Indiana Governor Mike Braun praised Amazon's $15 billion data center in Northwest Indiana because they're going to pay for every cent of their own power needs.
If other companies will follow this model, we'll lead the country in the AI race, and Hoosiers electric rates won't go up, they'll go down.
And that's Braun at his annual State of the State address last night. Braun also said too many unnecessary regulations are driving up costs. More than 1 million Verizon customers lost service yesterday. The outages hit cities from New York to Houston and lasted about 7 hours. Service came back on late in the day, and Verizon says it will give affected customers account credits. Sports on WIBC at 7:34. The Indiana Pacers' 3-game winning streak ended last night as the Toronto Raptors beat them 115-101. The Pacers trailed by 27, but chipped away, cutting the lead to 4 with about 4 minutes left. Forward Pascal Siakam says Toronto's defense made it tough.
They disrupted everything, and they were helping a lot. We couldn't really get into anything offensively. They disrupted everything, and they were helping a lot. We got to make shots. We didn't make shots. When the game starts like that, it's kind of hard to come back into it and try to win.
And Siakam scored 26 points, grabbed 10 rebounds for a double-double. Purdue guard Braden Smith scored all of his 16 points in the second half to help his fifth-ranked team hold off Iowa 79-72 at home. Smith said he made too many mistakes in the first half.
I had 3 turnovers, a block shot that they had on me, so I would count that as 4 because they got the ball. They shot 70% from 3 from guys, respectfully, who don't shoot threes. That's also part of it. Like, the game, it's going to happen.
And Trey Kaufman-Renn scored 12 points, and Purdue heads to L.A. where they take on USC on Saturday. Purdue has won 8 in a row. They're 6-0 in the Big Ten, and Butler lost to Xavier in Big East action, 89-75. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What's shaking, Matt Bear?
It's on the south side, Ryan, looking at northbound 65 before 465. Crash, all lanes slow back to Edgewood Avenue. And then northbound 65, stop and go from Keystone Avenue into the south split. That's an 8-minute delay. Inbound 70 slow after rural through the north split. Inbound 69, stop and go 106th Street down to 465, a 10-minute delay. North side eastbound 465 crash before 31 Meridian slow to Michigan Road. And on the northwest side southbound 65 stop and go traffic 86th Street down to 79. ICE reported in a couple of spots. If it's on the bridges and over places someplace, then it can be somewhere else. Just please be careful on your way to work this morning. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:36.
In a candlelit tavern, farmers and millers leaned on a rough table, writing their own revolution into existence.
WIBC celebrates the spirit of 76. Brought to you by Tony Katz presents Trump 1 year later.
January 15th, 1777. Representatives of the New Hampshire Grants declared themselves an independent republic, free from both New York and the British Crown. They called it New Connecticut, later Vermont. Their constitution banned slavery and expanded voting rights. On a snowy frontier, ordinary settlers proved liberty didn't live only in armies. It lived wherever free people gathered and said, "We will govern ourselves."
The spirit of 76. History remembered. Freedom celebrated. Sponsored by Trump. 1 year later, an evening of insight, conversation, and bourbon with Tony Katz. Tickets available at WIBC.com.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where
Today
folks can
on
gather
the marketplace,
and raise the rafters high.
Tasty meats. Now in your ashtray. What? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff is there on the Marketplace. I bring it to you, the Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it, IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's fast, easy, free to use. It's your cash. It's waiting for you. You can text my name, Tony, to 46220, or just go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and find out if your money is waiting for you. Matt Bear joins us. Producer Carl is behind the board. Matt, I know that back in the day you were a smoker.
Oh, I love to smoke, Tony.
Right. You were a cigarette guy, right?
Yeah, cigarettes, yeah.
Was it like Marlboros or cloves or what was your bag?
Oh, it evolved. I started with Marlboro Lights and went to Camel Wides and eventually landed on something menthol. So
right.
Yeah.
So Pall Mall never made it?
Never made it in, but hey, it ain't over yet, man.
Right. No Virginia Slims, nothing.
My mom smokes Virginia Slims. Yeah.
Is that true?
Virginia Slim Ultralight Menthol 1000s, yeah.
Okay. Let's not be the show that's highlighting cigarette smoking. Maybe
it's highlighting my mom.
I brought it up for a reason.
I feel horrible.
Right now she's listening to the show going, "Oh, that's my baby boy."
She's like,
while she's enjoying A fine Virginia Slim.
He's on the radio.
Right. He's a star.
He made
That
it
Tony
already.
Katz is just in his way.
Tom, stop turning the pages so loud.
We need less cats, more bear.
My mom, yeah, right.
In the way I rank the animals is alphabetically. Bear before cats.
Were you listening to our phone call last night? Because that's exactly how.
I actually, until right now, all the years we've been together, never put that together.
Yeah.
I never.
Virginia
I never did
Slim,
that.
Ultralight Menthol 1000.
Right?
Rolls off the
I-
tongue.
listen, I think I understand your mother very, very well.
I could have had a better mom growing up. She's fantastic.
My boy is a star, and everybody should know it. Oh, there's so much flavor in this Virginia Slim.
Tommy fell in the pool again.
Speaking of Slim, my boy, Matt, not like that fat Tony Katz bastard. Learn some self-respect, Cats. That's why I go with the Bears. Everybody loves the Bears. We're going to get him in Indiana. Matt Bear's bringing the Bears here. He's a star.
Yeah, I can't go to Florida and see Ma without bringing a couple cartons of cigarettes, you know. That's,
Your mother's in Florida?
yeah.
Well, don't forget I said anything.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I thought she was here.
Well, they listen all the
time.
time through the app when the app works. Yeah, they turn it on and listen to WIBC. Yeah.
So right now, your mother was listening to me do an impression of her that was just simply unacceptable.
Well, even if she didn't, I'm going to send her the tape. So
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
She's a great cook.
Well, I'll never find out now.
Funny as hell, too.
So I bring this up because there's this ashtray for sale in the marketplace. That's what we were talking about. It is a vintage Schmitz ashtray advertising 3-color. So it is an it's very cool, and it's a kind of oblong ashtray from the 50s. And it is an ad on it. It's a logo for Schmitz Preferred Table Tasty Products, Schmitz Meats. And it's got, the logo is a pig holding a sign that says Schmitz Meats while it's wearing some kind of ascot.
Yeah,
And
it's dignified.
my question is, I've never heard of Schmitz Meats before. Was that a Hoosier thing? Was that from some other part of the world? Where is this?
I've never heard of that. No, not even the rural parts. I've never heard of a Schmitz meat. I didn't even know they made ashtrays, Tony.
No, me either. Because nothing says I want tasty meat like an ashtray.
Well, that's what I was looking at. It says Table Tasty Products, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to put a cigarette down in this ashtray, want to eat it because of Schmitz meats. It's just,
Right.
That seems like a strange flex, or maybe not the best marketing in
I
the world.
enjoy myself a Virginia Slim and then a fine sausage.
Virginia
patty.
Slim, Ultralight Menthol 1000s. Okay, there's
Oh,
a difference
yes,
between that and the
is
regular.
way. I like to have 2 or 3 of these in the morning and then some scrapple.
Yeah, cigarette and coffee.
Oh, that's the way I like to start my morning. Builds my constitution, don't you know?
Yeah, it's actually pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, she's, but every time we goof on Ma a little bit, I just want to remind everybody she was just like the perfect Ma. Ma's Ma. Ma's great. She smokes. She smokes a lot,
We have to meet her now.
Oh, I don't know if you can handle
Oh,
that.
I'll fly her up. We're going to have to meet her. It's going to have to happen.
I don't know if you can handle Ma. Ma's a one of
Mother Bear?
one of her own. What's that?
Mother Bear?
Mama
Let's
Bear.
find out.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Producer Carl, make reservations. Let's go.
Will do.
By the way, the ashtray is very cool, Matt Bear. Is this in your collection for $15?
I don't want an ashtray. Hell, no.
Yeah.
I don't need any ashtrays. I don't do anything with them.
Well, I do, and I am full up on ashtrays, but this is cool. This is a cool piece. And I can see someone getting this. This is a fun gift. It's unique. It's different. It's great. You can find it on the marketplace. We'll have it listed at WIBC.com. And by the way, I'm being asked in the chat room, what accent was I using? That is a dialect. It's a very rare, called Suzanne Plachette. Suzanne Plachette. It's Newhart, people. Honestly, could we get some culture up in this mother?
It's
Good
been
Lord.
it's been
Speaking of
canceled for
mothers-
20 years now.
Yeah. Speaking of mothers, Mama Bear, I apologize for the impression. Matt asked me to do that.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry,
asked
Ma.
me to do all
It's
that.
all on me.
It was all Matt.
Still disappointing in 2026.
He can't have the show. I'm sorry. The answer is, yeah, I'm not done with it yet. But soon, maybe. Yeah, maybe after this.
I'll be long gone before you.
You think so? Wait, are we placing a bet? Who's gone first?
No. No. I've got a big mouth.
Tony Katz, Matt Bear. That's producer Carl, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Tickets are on sale right now for Trump 1 year later. The highs, the lows, how we win the midterms. Happening at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. The bourbon will flow. The food will be fantastic. We're going to go over Trump's past year and how we use that to win the midterms. It's going to be informing, entertaining, and very, very funny. I promise. Join us, Trump 1 year later. Brought to you by Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, Defiance Beef, Chimney Solutions, and WIBC. Get your tickets at WIBC.com. Traffic on the 5s, and Matt Bear, what's happening?
Multiple crashes coming up northbound 65 on the south side. The first blocks 2 left lanes backing us up to Southport Road for a delay right now of 6 minutes. The second one right after the first, after Thompson Road, and it's on the shoulder, but continues to slow us down. Then the northbound 65 stop and go after Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Inbound 69, 14-minute delay after 116th Street to 465 in the east side. Northbound 465 slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. And the north side crash, eastbound 465 before 31 Meridian, that has a slow past Michigan Road. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Suzanne Plachette, but I also would have accepted Harvey Firestein as the impression. Harvey, sounds kind of like that. Harvey Firestein, Muttley, they get confused all the time. 17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
The Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home like Mark Dietel Realty. Perhaps you're worried with the challenging market you won't sell your home for the price it's worth. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what Neil in Indianapolis had to say about working with Mark Dietel. I'd already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy, I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark, DIETEL.com, markdietel.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
Don't stress about plumbing repairs. Call LD Smith for honest advice and a free second opinion on any estimate.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Do you need furnace or heat pump service and need to find a local well-trained expert you can trust like Reinhardt Heating and Cooling? Well, find that American Standard dealer at IndyHomeComfort.com.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Mark your calendar for January 24th at the Hyatt Regency for a night of insight and flair with Tony Katz. Trump 1 year later. VIP and GA tickets are available. WIBC.com for more info. Presented by Defiance Beef Company, Premier Arms and Chimney Solutions.
His name is Bob Bosley, and he is running for mayor of Indianapolis.
When I look at our city, I don't just see what is. I see what could be. Every design begins with one line, and every great city begins with people who care. Indianapolis has always been a work in progress.
He also loves smooth jazz. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. Vop Osili, former president of the City County Council, is running for mayor. I'm running for mayor to build a city that works for everyone, starting with the basics: affordable housing, public safety, and infrastructure. I have been rather critical of Vop Osili on this show, and that is certainly not going to end anytime soon. Do I think Vop Osili could be more serious about this city than Joe Hogsett? Anybody could be more serious about this city than Joe Hogsett. There are few failures greater than Joe Hogsett, which is why, and I go back to this, and this story trended across the city, how Chris Bailey, the former police chief, IMPD police chief, could take the job as the deputy mayor, or the chief of staff, I should say, to Joe Hogsett is beyond comprehension. I have no idea what he's doing. On a scale of 1 to disappointed, I'm off the charts. I invited him on to explain himself. He could do it off the record, too. How could you take that gig, work for that guy? That guy should resign. That should be the conversation across the city. But nope, women's groups don't call on Joe Hogsett to resign. Civic leaders don't call him to resign. As long as the checks are flowing, we're good. That's what it looks like. Don't get angry with me. Be angry. Be disgusted with yourself. Don't get angry that we noticed. I think Vop Osili could be a better mayor than Joe Hogsett. That is not an endorsement. That's a recognition of how bad Hogsett is. But when you tell me affordable housing, public safety, and infrastructure, what does that mean? What does one do with that? You created a video with some slick jazz, and look at me, I'm not wearing a tie, and look at me, I'm pointing out things in the city, and that's a building. Right? And that's a building, that's a car, that's a bee. I mean, how are you going to make it safer? What's your plan? What is your plan for how many officers in downtown so when 1,000 kids show up, you break it up, including if you have to throw 300 of them in a jail cell? How do you plan on doing this? Are you gonna, is the plan by recognizing that you have to have a show of force and let everybody know you don't screw around in our city, Mark Sanchez? Or is it, well, we're going to need more social workers so we can really get in touch with people's feelings? I have no idea how Vop Osili is going to go down this road. I have no idea how he plans to engage this run. But I don't think that's the story just yet. Who said that Joe Hogsett wasn't running? Vop Osili running is the ultimate in the recognition that Joe Hogsett is so incredibly weak and so incredibly lost that beating him is not an issue. And by announcing now what Vop Osili has done is made the pressure big. Now, Hogsett has to ask himself, how many more people jump in on this? Am I going to push back? Do I show strength? Am I going to be able to raise money? Have I raised money? How do I counter this if I want to run for a 4th term? Or does Hogsett, is he so deluded that he actually thinks he's going to run for governor? I actually don't know if that's part of his thought process or his plan or not. The pressure is now on Hogsett to how does he counter this? Or do you get a bunch more people in the race? Because I would make the assumption that Vop Osili doesn't keep everybody out of this race. He might keep other people from the council from running. He couldn't keep anybody who has their own checkbook from running. Not a single one. There's just no way. If somebody has their own checkbook and wants to run on the Democratic side, they can. The opening is there. Can Vop Osili keep other members of the City County Council from considering it? Yeah, I would say that's probably true. So, what comes next, I don't know. Vop Osili is running. Okay. That doesn't mean that Hogsett isn't. Doesn't. He's still the incumbent. And if Democrats have shown anything, is that they're willing to go along with anything in this town. We'll see. But do I think Bob Bosley creates an infinitely better city? No. Affordability, affordable housing, public safety, and infrastructure. We're asking you what you mean, sir. 5 microphones and no waiting. Why don't you tell us? Matt Bear's got traffic. What's going on, Matt?
Yeah, northwest side, Tony, southbound 65 after 86th Street, stall on the right shoulder. It's a semi backed up to 865. Eastbound 465, crash at Meridian 31 on the north side. We're slow to Michigan Road. And now, approaching downtown, southbound 65, it's just coming in between the White River and MLK. That is a crash blocking the left lane and slow past the White River. Southside 2 crashes northbound 65 after Edgewood Avenue, and that's on the shoulder. And then another crash going northbound 65 right after that has us backed up to Southport Road. Delay time 9 minutes. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer Nigel here for Window Nation. I have Window Nation windows installed in my house. The cold air has stopped coming through. The warm air has stopped exiting the house because of my grade A Window Nation windows. Definitely check out their sale, windownation.com. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free.
Window Nation, the best in the business. But don't just take my word for it. Check out their A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Check out their over 45,000 5-star reviews. Now, that's a big deal because nobody ever leaves 5-star reviews, but Window Nation has over 45,000 of them. Take advantage of this deal right now. Window Nation's buy 4, get 4 windows for free sale. It's going on right now. Schedule your fast and free, that's the key word, free estimate at windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If the new year means it's time for new flooring in your home, Brothers Floor Covering is ready to help. Brand new carpet, hardwoods, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank in stock now. Plus, Brothers Floor Covering can get you new flooring installed in as little as 2 weeks. Visit Brothers Floor Covering today at their new location, 8550 North Michigan Road. Discover why buying local means getting more, not paying more. Get the flooring of your dreams installed now. Go to brothers-floorcovering.com. That's brothers-floorcovering.com.
Hey, Hoosier fans, this is your head coach, Kurt Signetti. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I highly recommend the exclusive partner of IU Athletics, True Blood Real Estate. They're an Indiana-owned company with beautiful offices across the state. True Blood is a tech-driven company that provides their clients with a winning game plan, which is exactly why they are our exclusive partner. If you're looking to buy or sell, called True Blood Real Estate. Go IU.
Coming up in 2 minutes, a familiar face at the city-county building wants a new job. What police say was behind a family dispute on the south side of the city last night. And what Governor Mike Braun is saying about his plans for the next year. After Fox News, you are listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis from the Dugan Air Heating, Cooling, Mitsubishi Electric Studios. It's 8 o'clock.
An even angrier night in Minneapolis. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. With protesters again clashing with police after another ICE-related shooting. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, a fierce ICE critic, told them to go home.
For those that have peacefully protested, I applaud you. For those that are taking the bait, you are not helping. And you are not helping the undocumented immigrants in our city.
The shooting happened as a federal agent was arresting a Venezuelan illegal immigrant who'd scuffled with the officer, and then two others joined.
DHS writing, as the officer was being ambushed and attacked by the two individuals, the original subject got loose and began striking the officer with a shovel or broomstick. Fearing for his life and safety as he was being ambushed by three individuals, the officer fired defensive shots to defend his life. The initial subject was hit in the leg.
That's Fox's Matt Finn in Minneapolis. President Trump just posted on Truth Social, the highly successful operation to remove violent and vicious criminals will continue after a judge he called highly respected refused to immediately block ICE enforcement like Minnesota demanded in a lawsuit. After a Trump warning to Iran that he might take action over a crackdown on protests that human rights groups say led to a few thousand deaths, the president says,
we've been told that the killing in Iran is stopping, and it's stopped, and it's stopping. And there's no plan for executions.
Today, the president will meet with Maria Corina Machado, who won the Nobel Peace Prize for her opposition to Venezuela's regime that got her jailed. Meanwhile, Senate Republicans voted down a war powers resolution. Democrats wanted to prevent more military action in Venezuela. Verizon says its service is back after a frustrating phone day for a lot of customers.
No voice calls possible, no data services, no text messages, nothing. Here's the statement from Verizon. The outage has been resolved. If customers are still having an issue, we encourage them to restart their devices to reconnect to the network. For those affected, we will provide account credits.
Fox Business Network, Cheryl Casoni. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
He's laying out his vision for 2027. 18 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but the winds are making it feel a little bit harsh out there. Skies are clear. We're going up to 27. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Exercise Inc. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Former City County Council President Vop Osili is running for Indianapolis mayor. He confirmed the news in a video Thursday.
When I look at our city, I don't just see what is. I see what could be. Every design begins with one line, and every great city begins with people who care. Indianapolis has always been a work in progress. A place still being drawn.
Osili spent 14 years on the council, 8 of them as president. Last year, he decided not to run again, and now he's going for the city's top job. A family argument on Indianapolis's south side late last night ended with a woman dead. It started when a man called for help, saying that a relative had shot him.
There's always help out there that you can get. Reach out, not resort to violence to solve your problems or to finish your arguments. It's better to go ahead and walk away. Now, unfortunately, this is a permanent thing that has happened that you can't go back on.
IMPD Captain Don Weilhammer, the shooting happened at a home not far from East Thompson Road and Madison Avenue. When help arrived, it turned out that the bullet didn't hit the man. It only tore through his clothing. He then told police that somebody else in the house had been shot. That's how they found the woman, and she died at the scene. Police have made an arrest in this case. A late-night card game on Indy's east side went wrong when a gun accidentally went off. Someone had set the gun on the table after taking it out of their purse, and it fired, hitting a player. That person rushed to the hospital in bad shape. Indiana's future was the focus Wednesday night as Governor Mike Braun used his State of the State to outline his plans for the year ahead. Here's John Herrick.
Braun says the state is getting more fiscally responsible.
2 years ago, we spent an average of $46,000 to bring a job to Indiana. Now we're spending about a third of that, $15,000, and the average wage for those jobs is up 10%.
But he says childcare needs to become more affordable, and that's an area where he hopes businesses can lend a helping hand.
I'd like to see a program where businesses have skin in the game as well. They benefit from it. We did it many years ago. We need to get back to it.
Braun praised several Indiana politicians, including Representative Doug Miller, who has authored a bill that's being reviewed right now that Braun says will make it easier for Hoosiers to buy their own home. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
College basketball, come with me to West Lafayette, where it was a tale of two halves. Number 5, Purdue didn't play so well in the first half. They had to turn it on in the second half, and they ended up beating Iowa 79-72.
You're right. I thought our lack of communication a couple times for us, but it was just us switching a ball screen and the guy stays with him. Either they don't say it or they don't listen. We had some breakdowns they took advantage of.
Head coach Matt Painter, guard Braden Smith scored all 16 points in the second half, and the Boilers are undefeated in the Big Ten. They've won 8 straight. They play USC on Saturday. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. At 8:05, traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
All right, let's watch for the ice. We are really hitting here in the last 15 minutes. Checking out westbound 74 to Brownsburg. That's a crash at Dandy Trail, backed up to 465. On the northwest side, crashes on southbound 65, first one at 86th Street. And right after that, we have a stalled semi on the right shoulder, backed up past 865 to Whitestown Parkway. Inbound 69 on a 5-minute delay before 106th Street to 465. South side, multiple crashes. Northbound 65 approaching 465. The first one on the shoulder. The second one right after that on the shoulder. Traffic backed up to Southport Road for a delay of 4 minutes. Traffic sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, good morning. Boy, it's cold out there. Wind chill value is close to 0 this morning. It is going to be a breezy and chilly day, partly cloudy skies, not going to really warm us up. 26 this afternoon, feels like temps into the teens. Some scattered snow showers develop later tonight and into early Friday morning. We could see some minor accumulations up to about an inch possible, could create some slick spots for the Friday morning commute. High temps around 37, which is near normal for this time of year. And then the cold air returns, 25 on Saturday. Early Sunday morning will start off into the single digits, and high temperatures on Sunday around 18.
Yeah, so we'll worry about the weekend when we get to it, of course. What's the weather next week when people gather at the Hyatt Regency for Trump 1 year later? This event is just, it's going to be nuts. You're going to be there. And I already have. I've got the bourbon picked. You're pouring one for you who showed up and one for Tara. And then one for you who showed up and one for Tara. That's how it's going.
That's not how it sounds, Carl.
No, he's just terrible. He doesn't care. Carl doesn't care about the show or you or feelings. Carl doesn't care. Carl is like Carl is ice. He's just heartless and domineering, and it's just wrong. You know what the problem is? I don't show up in studio, and he thinks he's allowed to act with reckless abandon. And so and I'm still not going to show up in studio. But the point is, he should be a better person, and he's not.
Right.
And he's not. Right. It's just wrong. Just wrong. Shame on you.
I'm gonna work on that.
I made fun of Matt Bear's mother, Carl. I'll make fun of your mother too. I'm not shy.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. Go ahead.
Your mom jokes. Yes.
We did some of those yesterday. And can I tell you, there are people who are like, you have to stop doing that with Tara. It's so uncomfortable. No one likes it. I love it.
No, it's great.
Right. Tara and I have discussed this. We haven't discussed the podcast because she doesn't call, but we have discussed this. We've got this on lockdown.
Oh, yeah. We're good to go. Yep.
Right. I don't think you understand. Tara has turned into a superstar. because of this. And over there at Wish TV, she is impossible to deal with. She walks in, she tosses her fur right off her shoulders and screams to Phil Sanchez, "Bitch, where's my latte?" And people run and they get her coffees. It's crazy what's going on. We have turned her into a total diva.
Room. Yes, I have my own makeup room. I mean, it's a big deal around here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Every now and then she's yelling at the makeup people, "Do these lips look crimson to you?"
Right. Yes. It's like you're here and have a camera or something. It's
well,
the
people
on.
like to keep tabs on you, Tara.
Right. Yes.
You ever think, I can't believe Tony gets paid for this?
I do sometimes, and then I wonder, and then I think I get paid for this too. Not much, but
Not much. You got that fine TV money going on.
Right.
Not much.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There it is.
Ooh,
see,
now
that
is a
one
good
worked.
Sound effect.
You see how that works, Carl?
That was a good one. Well played.
World class, right there. He's finally on it. He's learned his lesson.
Hold on, don't make me laugh too much.
Ooh, that cough sounds ugly.
I am sick of coughing. I'm over it. I don't know if
You sound like Matt Bear's mother after smoking a Virginia Slim.
You've never heard my mother.
Whoa.
Oh, sometimes they give me a cough, but it still tastes so delicious.
Okay, that's kind of it. Yeah.
Oh, that Tara Hastings. She could do a show with my Matty Bear. Oh, it would be terrific. Tara and the Bear. I could see it now.
Tara and the Bear.
Just get rid of that Tony Katz with his attitude. That's how Matt Bear's mother sounds all the time.
That's what she said, too. That's kind of
what
weird.
she said.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Exactly. Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Tara and the Bear, 93.1.
By the way, you want to hear me do an impression of somebody else's mother? Pick somebody else's mother. I'll do an impression of their mother. Anybody's mother. I'll do the impression.
Who's the CEO of Urban One? Let's do that.
Of Urban One?
Yeah.
Well, if I do an impression of Alfred Liggins' mother, that's Kathy Hughes, who founded the whole company.
Oh, okay. Well,
You want me to do an impression of Kathy Hughes on the show?
I've got to do traffic, man. Look at the crashes.
Well, then
Yeah.
I guess I missed it. I guess
go
that's
somewhere.
not going to happen. Oh well.
Wow.
Matt wanted me to do it, and then he chickened out, so I guess I can't do the impression now. Oh well.
Holy
Too
65.
bad.
Look at that.
Tara Hastings, I got to go. Wish TV
Okay.
meteorologist. Yeah, running from this one. 17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:12. By the way, I totally would have done it. Wouldn't he? I shy away from nothing. Challenge accepted. We have an aircraft carrier making its way to the Mediterranean. I should say to the Middle East, because I don't know if it's going to come all the way around and try and get to the Med, or if it's going to stay in the Persian Gulf. But from the reporting, it's the USS Abraham Lincoln that will make its way. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. You have movement. You have personnel that have been moved from a military base in Qatar. You have air traffic that is moving around Iran, not going across Iranian airspace. There have been some Chinese airplanes that have made it their way into Tehran. Are they picking up their people? Are they actually picking up the Ayatollah? Are they bringing things to the Iranians? These are questions we don't have answers for. What we know is that there is a body count. What we know is that the body count under an Iranian regime will grow in an attempt to put an end to these uprisings, where the people have said, this is our moment to stop living under this Islamic regime and this totalitarianism. You would think that the Free Palestine crowd would be all about this. Turns out they're still nowhere to be found. But what comes next is not a question that I can answer. It seems that the president is right now taking the posture of, well, the Iranians said that they're no longer going to execute anybody, and so we'll just go from there. That's what he has said. What he is doing is making moves. I still say that we should be taking a look at where it is the Israelis go from here, because they may very well be asked to be the tip of the spear and engaging this attack, if it comes, on Iranian military forces to keep them from being able to fire at Israeli targets, really American targets, that's how Trump's going to look at it, and others in the Middle East. Keep them from being able to say, well, if we're going out with a blaze of glory. This is a moment, and is my only hope that the Iranian people are able to seize it. And we should take note of the people out there who have no regard for the Iranian people, who want to pretend that this isn't happening, and have not stood up once to say the Iranian people should be free. We should take note of those people and how silent they are in this moment. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Heading to Brownsburg from Indianapolis, crash westbound 74 to Indy Trail, backed up to 465. Northwest side, crashes southbound 65 at 86th Street. And then we have a stall after 86, blocking the right shoulder, is stalled semi, no delay at the moment, but those problems are there on southbound 65 on the northwest side. North side crash eastbound 465 before Meridian, slow to Michigan Road. South side northbound 65 approaching 465. That's a crash slowing us down to Southport Road. Traffic sponsored by Aleve. Sometimes weather and body pain can slow you down, but don't let the pain stop you. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of pain relief so you can keep moving. Use as directed. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Hi, this is Denny Smith for Exercise Inc. I've been a client for nearly 20 years, and I can tell you it works. I'm in my 70s now, and I'm doing things on the farm I couldn't even do in my 40s. Lifting, carrying, working without wondering if my body's going to quit on me. That's real strength. That's real results. And I'm not talking about vanity muscles. This is strength that shows up in real life. What makes Exercise Inc. different? The professional coaches, many with over 15 years of experience and a private gym where every workout is guided, efficient, and safe. Here's the best part. It only takes 20 minutes a week. Their training method came out of an osteoporosis research study. Their Simple 9 nutrition program has helped clients lose over 40,000 pounds, and people see real improvements in strength, energy, and health. This isn't a resolution you quit. It's a habit you keep. The consultation's free, and it's worth it. 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Zionsville, and Greenwood. Now in Fishers. Change your life in 20 minutes a week. Go to exerciseinc.com.
Don Fisher for QC Kinetics. I was struggling with chronic knee pain and wasn't encouraged with the options of risky surgery and pain pills. QC Kinetics offered the best option for me: cutting-edge regenerative medicine. Their non-invasive treatment stimulated my body's own biologics so I could be pain-free and get back to doing what I love, playing golf. QC Kinetics has a fantastic success rate, and it's clear to see why so many Hoosiers are happy to tell their story of how they reclaimed their lives with the QC Kinetics approach. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. QC Kinetics uses the latest technologies, whether it's stem cell, PRP, plasma, or a number of other advanced therapies. Call QC Kinetics. It'll be the best call you will make. Get back in the game, whatever that is for you. Call 317-559-PAIN.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun, brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
This hour powered by Family Heating and Air, your American Standard Air dealer. Nobody cares for you like family.
We can spend all the time you like talking about the state of the state as delivered by Governor Braun yesterday. But in the end, the issues remain and nothing has changed. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. We're a city that has said no to data centers. I'm sorry, a state that has said no to data centers. Should we? We're a state that has an opportunity, possibly, to have the Bears play in Indiana. We'd be fools not to take it. Property taxes are not better, yet there is a tremendous push to make people believe that it will be. Just wait to see what happens. Okay. You want us to wait to see what happens. Why are we always waiting? Why is that the thing that we have to do? Why are you not doing a better job of explaining? Bray, Houston, the rest. You're a frustrating group of people, and you shouldn't take that as a compliment. You're not thought of well. And I don't know what's going to happen with the whole redistricting fight and where Trump supporters are, and if we're really going to see money pour into the state and there are really going to be challenges. I don't know. It's not the stuff I concern myself with. I concern myself with whether or not we feel like we're in a good place and we're heading in a good direction. And I don't concern myself with the people who are on social media all negative all the time. Nothing's ever good. No. Rationally, what did we learn from the state of the state? What is the thing that we think we got out of this? We learned that the governor has called Indiana strong. We've learned that we're going to keep putting money into education, and Braun, I said Trump. Braun is celebrating Katie Jenner, the Secretary of Education. That the focus of Mike Braun is affordability. You had to travel all 92 counties to learn that affordability matters? Sir, nah, I don't buy into that. By the way, is the governor scheduled to be with us tomorrow? Producer Carl?
Yes.
Okay, so Governor Braun will be on the show tomorrow, and we will discuss these things. You tell me about job creation. Hey, we've cut the cost of job creation. What kind of jobs? Because I'll tell them point blank. It is very obvious that we seem to have foregone the high-profile gigs and the high-paying gigs for other types of gigs. Why are we pushing aside anything that doesn't? Where is our value proposition for the long term? You don't want a brain drain in Indiana, neither do I. What are we doing to keep the brains? We need to keep everybody. We want people who innovate. We want people who create families. Those people are the same people. Those people are different people. We want them all. How do we do that? I don't think that we got the message from the state of the state that there's a concrete plan other than, well, we've cut costs to get jobs, and that's good. I don't know if that's good. What is the value that's returned to us? Then there's the conversation, regarding utilities and utility costs. And you're thrilled that when they asked for an increase, we pushed for a decrease. Yeah, you're going to get people supportive of that. Utility costs going down would be great and fantastic. Is that why we're anti-data center? You bring up data centers and you say AI is the jobs of the future. AI is going to be the key. But data centers can't stick Hoosiers, this is your quote, with the power bill. Companies that want big power in Indiana should pay their own way. Correct. I believe they should provide power to the cities that they're in. But we have city after city and town council after town council being opposed to data centers. Where is the conversation coming from your office and from the state saying, why are we opposed to data centers? And if we are going to be opposed, what are we in favor of? So far, what I've learned from the state of the state, and this is going to be my conversation, part of the conversation with the governor, I get it. We're opposed to high costs. I know what we're opposed to. What are we in favor of? What is the industry for Hoosiers? Is it indeed AI? Tell me how that works in a world of manufacturing, how that connects to ag. What about those people? I don't believe in the foregoing, which seems to be so much of your economic policy. But now you're telling me that AI is the future. What does that mean? And what are you doing to go get those people? Because as far as I can tell, Governor, nothing. And you seem to be opposed to the institutions that have been created to try and do that. I'm not down with Elevate Ventures. The idea of spending and picking winners and losers, which they disagree with my assessment of, but I don't think that changes my assessment. It's a discussion. But the concept of the IEDC and go out there and pitch yourself and show off what Indiana has, you seem to have neutered it. How does that now comport with going out and getting these other gigs and showing Indiana to be the capital of the Midwest, which it is? I don't think the state of the state answered any of those questions. But I do think we should bring the Bears to Indiana. I think it'd be great for Northwest. I think it'd be great for Hammond, great for Gary, great for Lake County, absolutely. As long as we're not building the stadium, we're not footing the bill for the stadium, okay. Bring it. Crush Illinois. I love that. Matt Bear's got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Yeah, looking at the north side, that's just called in. It's eastbound 465 at Ditch Road. Crash blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to Michigan Road. And this is before a crash eastbound 465 at Meridian 31. That is also there. They're continuing to clean that up. Looking at westbound 74 from Indy, crash at Dandy Trail. Blocks the left lane, stop traffic back to 465. South side crashes clear on northbound 65 approaching 465. Still slow from the 465 interchange back to Southport Road. South side northbound 65 stop and go before and after Raven Street because of construction, and approaching downtown from the northwest side crash southbound 65 before MLK. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Coming up on the Hammer and Nigel show, Rob Kendall going off the rails, lots of laughs, lots of fun. Starts at 3 o'clock, 93 WIBC.
Indianapolis real estate market, it's strong, but it ain't easy. And it's a good time to sell, only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe with a growing family or working from home, you need more space. Mark Dietel's a real estate expert, trusted and recommended. With the sale of your home, Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. There are no long-term contracts. You cancel anytime you want. Troy in Connersville said, I was a real estate challenge. I wanted to sell my home over market value and buy a home near my favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Miraculously, the Mark Dietel team did it all. They found the perfect new home at a great price and sold my current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list price. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdeedle.com.
Bring the family for Friday night fun with the blue and gold.
McConnell has it, perimeter right. Off the Furphy screen, drives the right baseline. He's determined to score, and he does score, driving the lane up and under, right to left.
The Pacers host the Pelicans for their only visit to Indy and for Lucas Oil Family Night. Each family night ticket includes a hot dog, chips, Pepsi, and Pacers hat. This offer's good at pacers.com/family. Pacers Pelicans, Friday at 7.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
Hey, it's Tyrese Halliburton. I care about Indiana and the people who live here. We look out for each other, and sometimes that means stepping up in ways we don't always think about. Saying yes to organ donation, that's one of those ways. For real, just one organ donor can save 8 lives. That means your yes could give someone more time with family, more experiences with loved ones, more life. When you say yes to organ donation, you have the power to save lives.
What say we start that new year with a new car at Tom Roush Lincoln? Hurry in for the 8, 9, 10 deal. Get $8,000 off new Nautilus or $9,000 off new Corsair. Or how about $10,000 off Lincoln Aviator? The 8, 9, 10 deal right now at Tom Roush Lincoln. Come get a great deal on all 3 from Tom Roush, where our family served yours since 1972.
Corsair stock number L25566, MSRP 55340. Nautilus stock number L26030, MSRP 62705. Aviator stock number L25384, MSRP 79450. See dealer for complete offer details.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss at 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m. Stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What's not going anywhere anytime soon? 18 degrees in downtown Indianapolis over a clear sky, but the winds are making it feel very harsh out there. 3 degrees is the real feel. Today's high 27. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Cold weather is going to stick around for a while.
You know, we're talking like today, highs in the mid-20s. Friday, highs in the mid to upper 30s. When we get into Saturday, we're back to highs in the mid-20s.
That's forecaster Earl Breon at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis.
Those wind chills are going to dip down into, 0 or maybe below 0. So that's going to be the big thing. Make sure you're bundled up, protecting yourself from the wind, because the wind chill is going to be a bigger factor than the air temperature.
Breon says there are chances for snow in Indianapolis through Saturday. Northern Indiana getting hit with lake effect snow this morning, tapering off in the afternoon. Roads were slick last night, leading to a chain reaction along the Indiana Toll Road. Nobody died in the crash. In separate crashes, though, in Whitley County and in Madison, 6 people total were killed. In Whitley County, police say a woman, an infant, and a toddler died. Governor Mike Braun says last year's budget shortfall is gone thanks to cuts in waste, fraud, and abuse.
While some states are in the news for billions in Medicare and Medicaid fraud, Indiana has found $465 million in savings just this year.
Braun speaking at his State of the State last night, he said Indiana is keeping Medicaid responsible and sustainable for the people who rely on it the most. In the second shooting this week involving immigration and customs enforcement in Minneapolis, an ICE agent shot a Venezuelan man after a traffic stop last night in a chase that ended with the struggle. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry.
For those that have peacefully protested, I applaud you. For those that are taking the bait, you are not helping, and you are not helping the undocumented immigrants in our city.
Flashbangs and fireworks all throughout the night in the Twin Cities. The man who was shot was taken to the hospital. He's okay. The federal immigration officer was attacked with a snow shovel. He was also taken to the hospital. He's okay. The shooting happened a week after another ICE agent shot and killed a woman named Renee Good. as Minnesota ICE were conducting enforcement efforts. A 4-person crew from the International Space Station landed back on Earth this morning.
This is the first medical evacuation of the International Space Station in its 25-year history. The mission of NASA's SpaceX Crew 11 ending earlier than originally planned. NASA says there is an astronaut on board the Dragon Endeavour capsule who needs medical attention. The space agency cut the mission short while in orbit to treat that astronaut, and officials are not revealing the astronaut's identity because of privacy concerns, but say they are stable and well cared for. The U.S., Japanese, Russian crew of 4 first arrived at the International Space Station early last August.
That's Fox's Ashley Strohmeyer reporting. And sports on WIBC at 8:34. The Indiana Pacers trailed the Toronto Raptors last night by as many as 27 points. They fought back, cut the lead to 4 with under 5 left, but they fell short, losing 115-101. Head coach Rick Carlisle's team is 0-3 against the Raptors this season.
Toronto's a very physical team. They're a hard matchup. They're as physical as any team that we've seen this year. And even without some of their guys, they may even be a little more physical with this group that was out there tonight. Give them credit.
Indy's 3-game winning streak over. They host the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow. 5th-ranked Purdue trailed Iowa in the second half, but they came back to beat them 79-72 to stay undefeated in Big Ten play. Boilers head coach Matt Painter.
When you face great teams or great systems, you got to be able to beat them at their game sometimes. Sometimes, because now if you want to push it and shoot quick and do that, whatever, you're scoring the basketball, good for you. But if you're not, you're feeding right into their hands.
8 straight wins for Purdue. They head to L.A. to take on USC Saturday. Braden Smith was tough in the second half. He scored all 16 of his points in that half. Butler lost to Xavier 89-75. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, we're on north side, eastbound 465, approaching 31 Meridian. That is a crash blocking the right lane and slowing us down back to Michigan Road. Going to Brownsburg from Indianapolis. Westbound 74, crash at Dandy Trail, slow to 465. Approaching downtown, southbound 65 before MLK. That's a crash, slow to the White River. Then we slow down again on inbound 65 after MLK down to 21st Street. South side crashes clear, northbound 65 on the approach to 465. Still slow back to Edgewood Avenue. Then we slow down again before and after Raymond because of that construction. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss of 5:30 p.m., stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m., stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures are down just 33, but NASDAQ futures are up 238. Would you take a look at that right there? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Good to be with you. And oil prices back down. West Texas crude back under $60 a barrel. Sorry for everybody in the live stream. My camera was off. And Brent crude, $63 now. That spread's still in that $4 range, which it usually is, right? It usually seems that the Brent crude coming out of the ocean is about $4 a barrel more expensive than the West Texas crude. But back under 60 after it crept up, it's down over $2 right now. The 10-year Treasury at 4.16, still playing in that space. And if we take a look at gold prices today, which silver, as you know, has been out of control, down a little bit, $45.89 on the gold, $4,589 an ounce, and the silver at $88.26 an ounce. That's a little down. It's a huge number. It's massive. The high today has been 93. Where was silver yesterday? Well, it got to 95, right? It was at 90. I believe it was at 95. Is where we were. Let me go to the day. Yeah, I think that's where it was at. Those are hedges against inflation. That's all that is right there. I appreciate the people at Barrett Media. I'll share this over at TonyKatz.com. A subject I want to get into about what it is that on this side of the microphone, are there things we're not supposed to be talking about? Or is it a question of people we're not supposed to uplift? There's a real conversation there, a story in the trades where I got interviewed for that I want to share with you and bring to you. Also, as we're watching the situation unfold in Iran, we're watching another situation in Minneapolis where the attacks on ICE agents continue. And there was a shooting yesterday involving ICE. And if you watch the news reports, it'll say, ICE shot someone again in Minneapolis. That isn't what happened. They were tracking somebody who was illegally here from Venezuela. This person rammed their car into another vehicle, then fled by foot, as reported. ICE tracked him down, tackled him. A fight ensued. Two people came out of their houses with a shovel and a broomstick and attacked the ICE agent while he's in a fight with this third man. The suspect was able to get loose and then engage the attack on the ICE agent as well. The ICE agent then pulled their weapon, fired at the Venezuelan man, the suspect, shooting him. The three then retreated back to this house. ICE was able to get in the house, arrest all three. The ICE agent in the hospital, the suspect in a hospital. But they don't report the story like that. Reporting the story is completely inconsequential, but we'll be following that because that's going to be a big one as there's more violence going on and protests going on. And it's seemingly, factually, the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Frey, saying ICE is bad. You're doing the good thing. It's all ICE's fault. It's not. It's an ugly, ugly thing that is going on. And these people are not us. They are not us. And that'll bring us locally to a conversation about the prosecutor, Ryan Mears. But I'll get to that. The world is crazy, but we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, presented by KillaDentRemoval.com. Kill a Dent Removal. You got door dings, hail damage, whatever the case may be, where you got those issues with your car doors or your hood or your roof. You're like, I want this out of here. Kill a Dent Removal. That's who you speak to. They will make your car look absolutely amazing. They come to you, mobile dent repair, paintless dent repair. They just fix your vehicle. They get rid of all those dents and they make it look absolutely fantastic. Kill a Dent Removal brings you the Tony Katz TK Thursday Music Moment, where we take a moment, we take a breath, we take a beat, we roll down the windows. Now it's too cold. We turn up the speakers, we grab a drink. Maybe you work third shift. I ain't here to judge, kitten. And we're like, let's take a moment. Let's take in some music. Let's make sure everything is okay. To do this, I was going to say I forgot. I don't think I actually knew that this was a remake. I did not know that Elvis Costello did this remake. Now, I think we may have done Elvis Costello before, but I don't think we did this. So I don't think I'm repeating myself. I went to 1978, which got released in 1979. The original is Nick Lowe, but this is Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Turn up your radio. Take a moment to take a beat and get away from the insanity. It's going to be all right. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Producer Carl, hit it.
searching for light in the darkness of insanity. I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? And as I walk on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. So where I'd have gone, and who I'd have trusted, and where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so fun about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so fun about peace, love, and understanding? So, where I was wrong, and who I'd have trusted, and where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
I like Elvis Costello. I always have. Find everything for the TK Music Moment over at WIBC.com. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, looking at the north side, eastbound 465 at Ditch Road, approaching 31 Meridian. Crash blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 865. Still on the north side, southbound 65, stop-and-go from the 865 interchange to 86th Street. Inbound 70 slows, rural through the north split out to Meridian Street. South side, northbound 65, stop-and-go after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. That is construction. On the northwest side, it is a crash on southbound 65 approaching MLK. Comes with a slowdown. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 17 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather. The time is 8:47.
Say it out loud. Indiana. National Championship.
This day belongs to the #1 Indiana Hoosiers.
2 seasons ago, rock bottom. Today, one game away from the title.
Indiana scores again.
IU versus Miami. Hoosier history happens here. Coverage begins Monday at 6:30 on 93 WIBC.
If you've recently noticed cracks in concrete or brick, musty smells, or moisture coming from your crawl space, now is the time to address these warning signs before it's too late. These early signs often point to deeper issues that will only become more expensive the longer they remain untreated. Indiana Foundation Service is here to make the repair process simple, transparent, and manageable. No two homes are the same, and every single home needs a customized solution. That's why Indiana Foundation Service's certified experts take the time to evaluate evaluate your home fully and recommend the correct repair for your exact situation. The people repairing your home are not just employees, they're owners of Indiana Foundation Service. That ownership drives employees to deliver work done right every single time. Visit IndianaFoundation.com today to schedule your free inspection. Indiana Foundation Service, your trusted local experts in foundation repair.
Indiana Foundation Service, reliability from the ground up.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Celebrate in red, white, and blue with Hammer and Nigel at Woodland Bowl January 16th. They're live at 3 and bowling kicks off at 6:30. Go to WIBC.com for your chance to win tickets to the sold-out Red, White, and Bowl presented by Jack Daniels and benefiting the Bowlers to Veterans link.
Ah, fun. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here is how we play our game. Tony Katz, by the way, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on, everybody? Good to be with you. Producer Carl has picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. This wasn't too yesteryear, though. This wasn't too yesteryear at all. Now, I can get help from the chat room, right? They can help me watching on the live stream. And I can also get help from Matt Bear by phoning a friend, which I will do right now. You phone a friend. Let's play that again, Producer Carl. Let's play that again. Matt Bear, what is this theme song?
That's General Hospital, Tony.
Yep, Luke and Laura.
Welcome. Well, let's go inside the mind of Producer Carl with a Luke and Laura reference. This, of course, is the theme to Only Murders in the Building. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Hey now.
Excellent stuff. Right there it is. It is a good show. I am a fan of it. Now, I was going to get into a couple of things. So Red, White, and Bowl is happening. Is that today or tomorrow? With Hammer and Nigel. That's tomorrow, isn't it? It's Red, White, and Bowl. I think it's sold out. Is it sold out, but you can still go? Like if you want to go drink with Hammer and Nigel, is that still possible? That's presented by Jack Daniels. And then, of course, January 24th, I am so ready. Oh, my gosh. Trump 1 year later. What has happened in the last month changes so much about these midterms. It is incredible. It's incredible. The difference between these parties. Don't tell me about uniparty. You can tell me about when things aren't working well and both parties stink. But uniparty, oh gosh, no. And the opportunity for Republicans to win these midterms is through the roof if they don't screw it up. And I think I've got it. I think I've got the right question. I think I've got the right method. I'm going to share it with you. We're going to go back and track the whole year and the highs, the lows. There was some insane stuff that took place, stuff you forgot about. For sure. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Get them right now. Oh, it's going to be such a good time. Cannot wait to share it with you. Bourbon has been selected. The VIP is sold out. There's still general admission tickets. And I want you to be there. I want you to have a great time. Tony, it's downtown, yeah. And the Hyatt Regency has been fantastic to work with. And I want you to be there. I want you to see Premier Arms and PA Jewelers and Chimney Solutions of Indiana and Defiance Beef, the sponsors who are helping us make this happen. You're going to laugh. You're going to learn. You're going to be like, that was awesome. you are going to say that was a night out. Come join us. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. It's going to be incredible. On Tony Katz today, we'll be getting into what is the latest out of Iran, the latest out of Minneapolis, and then a question that we've discussed here before, which is, do we, in the stuff that we talk about every day, what actually matters? What are the subjects that move? And it doesn't have to be all the time. Do we talk about things that are what everybody else is talking about? Or do we cover all the subjects and say, okay, I put emphasis here, but we don't ignore over here? And I'm going to get into that on Tony Katz today about where tests are and where importance is. Are we missing out on things that we should be discussing? Am I doing that? Does anybody ever review themselves or check themselves? You know, the very ideas of confirmation bias. Well, how does that slip into entertainment, and how is that engaging culturally and really kind of messing with an entire generation? Because I think it is. And I'm going to discuss that. We'll get into Iran. We'll have the latest on the situation in Minneapolis. And Trump saying of the Venezuelan vice president, oh, she's great. Oh, gosh. I've got it all. Catch it at noon. Matt Bear has traffic.
North side.